The first one is emphasize tag. So it gives emphasize effect to the text that is between these two texts, that is em and slash em. So same file I am opening again in Notepad. So let's make some change here. For example, after pre, after pre tag, I am using em. I save this file. Now I am opening that file in browser. So I'm double clicking on this. Now you can see this. This is normal text of our page, and this is em, emphasize. Okay, so this is em tag output. Em text output. Now same way strong. So to make a bolder like font, okay, which is having different effect than normal text, we can use this tag that is strong. This is example of strong and slash strong. Save this file, refresh this page. Okay, now you can see this. It gives a bold like effect to the text. So it looks different than that normal text in which we have not used any tag. This is normal tag and this is strong tag effect. Now this is DFN. Okay, that is to show content in defined fashion. EM we have already seen. This is cite tag for citing important text such as title of books, films, etc. So this type of effect you can see on Wikipedia when it is mentioning sources of information. At that time, it looks different. Okay, same way code to demonstrate computer programming code segment. Okay, hence we have seen. So DFN, cite, and code we are going to see. The last one was code. Now I'm going to close each one. DFN, then cite, then code. Now to make all effects look in different lines, I am using BR tag to break line to get that effective new line. Save this file and go to web browser and refresh it. Okay, so this is EM tag, this is strong tag, this is DFN example, this is site example, and this is code. So this looks like something program code like look to your font. So in normal practice we don't use much this tags, not much in our web page, but for your information and that theory purpose you have to remember this. Now comes font tag. So this is something interesting, okay, wherein we can give different effect to different fonts. So in font tag, now I am using font, and the first attribute that we are going to use is size is equal to, for example, 25. 25 size example, then slash font. Now you can see that font size of 25 point you can see here. Okay, so apart from that H1 to H6 heading levels, if you want to show font in some other size, at that time we can use font tag. This is font tag or font element, and the attribute that we can use to define size is size attribute, and value is a numerical value for that font. Now here I am writing plus 10, saving this file and refreshing it. Okay, so numerical value only it is accepting. Then comes new attribute of font tag, that is color. So right now color is white because we have used text white in body tag itself. So whatever text are there in this web page will get white color only. So now we want to override this. So we are going to use here color. For this section of text, we are going to use different color. So for example, I have written pink. Okay. Now, whenever you write font tag, then it gets priority over default text color. This one from body tag. Okay. So when you use font color at that time, the color value that you have written in this font tag will be used for that particular text, and it is compulsory to close this font tag, because if I don't want this effect of 25 size and pink color to the next line of text at that time, it will come automatically, this same setting for all font if we don't close it. Let's see. And I am removing this. Okay, like this. And if you make any mistake in closing the tag, for example, this is forward slash that we are using to close a tag, but if you put this tag backslash, see what happens, it doesn't work because there is no such tag in HTML. So the tag that you are typing wrong, that is considered as part of website or part of text that you want to show in your web browser. So it will be displayed as it is. Okay, the same way, even if I commit some mistake like this, then also it will not work. It is considered as tag, a closing tag, but since there is no such tag with this name, effect is not given to the next text. Okay, so we have to be careful about this when we want to close the tag and the slash and the spelling of that tag, etc. Otherwise we will get that effect in continuation form. Okay, it is now working, slash font. that is closing font tag effect. Now color, as you know, we can use here color code also. So type hash 123 A B C like this, and go and refresh here. Okay. This is where we have made mistake. I have not closed this. Okay, quotes sign. So it is not displaying that. Now you can see this. Okay. So right now blue background is there and we are giving maximum value to B. So it is not clearly visible. So we have to make something. So I am taking BC here, 1 3, and then something 56 here. Let's see. Okay, like this. It is getting a red color maximum RGB format. Now color coding is there. Again, I am making it in color so that we can see this clearly. Now next attribute is font face. You can see this face is equal to this. So what is face? By default, if your web browser is having any settings of font, so whatever fonts settings are there, for example, if it is Times New Roman 12 or Arial 12, then default font face will be there. Okay, default font face, font type is there. Okay, so the attribute that is to change that font style is face, and in inverted comma we have to write name of that font that we want to show here. So how we can get font name? See this, go to format, click on font, and here you are getting font name and sample preview window where you can see effect of that font. Okay, so whatever font style you want to keep, that you have to select and then copy it from here. This is font name. Okay, close this and paste it here. Okay, because we cannot remember actual name of all fonts, so we have to copy and paste from this font dialog box. So I have saved this. I am going to that web page, refreshing the page. Now you can see that font is applied here. Okay, now these are font tag attributes. So we have used how many attributes? Font size, font face, font color. Okay, size, color, and face. Now there is one tag called base font. So if we want some text as base font, that means all text in our web page should get this type of text. At that time base font tag is there. Okay, so it works in body tag only. So in body is, sorry, base font is an a tag itself. So after starting body tag, so whatever tag we are using, we have to write it after body tag only. So red, green, blue. In second line, I am using base font is equal, sorry, then space font equal to this font I have written that we have used recently with font tag. Now special characters. When we want to use some special character, like this is 1/4. Okay. Uh, for example, this is registration symbol. So we cannot type it directly. So at that time, we have to use a particular attribute, mnemonic code for it. So that is ERG. Okay. Okay. ERG. This registered trademark is not coming, but I use this GT, greater than sign. Okay. So to show greater than sign, I have written ampersand GT. This is code for that. Ampersand GT. This is called mnemonic code. So mnemonic code, this is called normal practice. We call it end sign, but it is not end sign. It is ampersand. Okay, same way there are four mnemonic codes. LT is less than, AMP is ampersand. This is called ampersand sign. When you will learn that C language in the second part of extensively. Okay, and this is ASCII value. So ASCII value is what? This is called American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, so each key of your keyboard is assigned an ASCII value. For example, capital A is 65. Okay, so when you press capital A from your keyboard, the ASCII value is read as 65. Okay, so computer gets signal of 65 in binary form. So that binary conversion is done internally inside computer, and computer reads each character in that manner. So same way here ASCII values are there.